I'll call this meeting to order. This is the Nottingham Planning Board. It's Wednesday, February 23rd, 2022, 7 o'clock. Let's go around the room. Just introduce yourselves. If possible, Buzz.
Buzz Davies, alternate.
Gary Anderson.
Edward Gill.
Dirk Rotenheis.
Susan Mooney.
Ian McKinnon.
And I'll seat Buzz for Charlene. Tonight we have a really brief meeting. We have one case that's on the agenda, and the applicant, and that, well, just the case is 22002 SUB. The applicant is Concrete Products of Londonderry. They're requesting a 4-lot subdivision at 100 Smoke Street, Nottingham, tax map 11, lot 3. They are requesting that this case be continued, and so we will allow that. Just need a motion for it to be continued. Kevin, when did they want that continued to? We're just going to go to the next meeting?
Which would be the 23rd.
23rd.
That's correct. Mr. Chair, I move that we continue case number 22-002-SUB to March 23rd, 2022 at 7 p.m.
Second. Gary can have it.
Second by Gary. Any other discussion? Those in favor indicate aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That's unanimous. They'll be continued until March 23rd, 7 o'clock. That's all we have for the public hearings. I do just, the rest of the stuff we have is really just board updates. So I'll just go around the room, and I'll start with Ian, if you had anything to update.
Nothing from me, but although I've only been here for a year and a half with you on board, thank you for your time with the board.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I just want to thank the public for participating in the winter walk this past Saturday at Marston Farm. It was organized by the Conservation Commission and the Trails Committee. It was very successful. And thank you, Dirk, for your service.
Yeah. Yeah.
Much appreciated.
You're welcome. So yeah, the only update I have is this is my last meeting for now. I've been on the board for about 12 years, I think. I'm not really sure. It's been a pleasure. I've decided not to run based on other commitments going on in my life. So I'm going to take a break from the planning board, and I see, you know, maybe some more service to the community in the future, just maybe a year off. So I do appreciate all the board members for their filling in when it needs to be filled in, and their attention to, you know, what the planning board is supposed to do. And I really hope that there is some other people in the community that can help support the town and these boards. They're really important boards. The volunteerism is great. We see a lot of the same faces, but it would be great to even see more spread out throughout all of the town boards. So I would encourage anyone to run for an office position or anything. So I really do think that it's worthy of the true community, and it's been great. I really have enjoyed it. I'm going to miss it. Like I said, this might not be my last time, but it is for a little bit. So I appreciate everybody. Thank you.
Really good committees. So we
I
can
know.
have some public.
I know I said something about maybe master plan. You can help out with that.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, we technically still have a vacancy, and then, Ed, are you the only one currently officially on the?
Officially on the ballot, and I've seen some, one writing candidate that's
Okay.
going, and then I haven't heard of the others.
Okay, so we're looking, assuming somebody does write it, we're still looking at one full-time vacancy, right? Cause if Ed,
No,
that would get us back to full?
Just two.
Ed's on the back. So there's 2 positions open.
Gotcha.
I'm assuming, yeah.
Mine and Ed's
That
came
goes
up at
over.
the same time. I think we finally got them sequenced, so there's only 2 every year, because it used to be a little different.
Yeah.
So I think we've got them ironed out, so where they're all 3-year terms, and they're all offset by 3 years, so, or by a year.
So there is a
first, there's a candidates night again this year, being put on, thanks to, I think it's Don Farrell, Lorraine Petrini, they're spearheading that for the town. It's gonna be at the town, at the school, I think it's 7 PM or 6:30, I have to look, but next Thursday, March 3rd. So that's the time you can submit questions or come in person and ask questions of candidates that are, that shows, for any of the town positions, including the school positions, I believe. And hoping to see Dirk at the next meeting, but just in case, sat next to you for a decade now. It's gonna be weird, looking to my left and not having you there. 9 of those, I think, years were the vice chair for you, so, really appreciate, your commitment to the town. It's a big time commitment, just talking about, your kids being, not even teenagers when you started to, one of them being an adult now. It's crazy, how it goes, but really appreciate, the energy and effort that you put forth, for the board and our residents and applicants. Small feat, the amount of energy placed here. And the way you've run a meeting, I really appreciate it, it's very fair, in my opinion, very even. And that's a board chair, so I really appreciate that, and look forward to seeing you in town and different things.
Thanks, Ed.
Back in a year, so.
During that year, I look forward to seeing them.
Thanks, Ed. Gary?
SRPC quarterly is tomorrow, actually. I have to express my, I guess, sadness because the budget we were cut to become members with SRPC, so, and,
It's disappointing.
yeah, and so we're beyond that, and it looks like it won't happen this year. And it's a little bit of a, it bothers me that, we don't really have a vote, especially at those quarterlies. So, it's a concern, and, I guess maybe I didn't do my due diligence and, spend time at the budget committee about that, but anyway. But Dirk, thank you really for your time, for your expertise, for everything you've put into this board. It's meant so much, and yeah, you're always welcome back.
Thanks, Gary. Yeah. Do you have anything, Buzz?
Yes, Dirk, thank you for your professionalism and the work you've done on the board. Appreciate it very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yep.
Yeah, it's a bummer about the SRPC
I know.
coming out of the budget. Like you said, don't fault yourself, it's live and learn on our part as to, okay, so next year if we wanna continue and try again, that we, make sure one of us gets to the budget committee meeting and discusses why we're the value add that is what membership would get us as a town and the residents.
Well, I would say that I don't think it was not at the administration level, because we had full support. I think, even Board of Selectmen were pretty supportive of it. I think we made every effort really to lay out what benefits there were, or there are, to being a SRPC member. So I think we did a pretty good job of doing that, so.
Well, who made the decision for us not to be a member?
It would have been the budget committee.
That's my
It would have
understanding.
gone through line by line and made motions either way.
Yep.
What was the dollar figure on that? Like 3?
Pardon me?
What was the dollar figure on that?
I believe
Like
it's,
$3,000,
Yeah,
like
like
$2,800. Yeah, which was
Yeah, I think it's something.
silly.
Right again this year.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Wouldn't know, really.
Well, on the flip side, we do have, somebody working with us from SRPC, which is really, I think, beneficial to
Yep.
the board, so that's the positive that I see.
Or if we can, I'm not sure if we have funds left over from last year, if we can encumber them for that, or if it's one of those things might be worth a discussion.
Well, it doesn't mean that we can't use services that SRPC would be providing. It would just be, be paying à la carte kind of thing,
Yeah, just a little different.
which there's budget in the planning board's budget to be able to do that.
Yeah, I'd be curious, cause we essentially have a budgeted, amount every year for them, I'd be curious if it,
Yeah, we have a budgeted
what we
amount.
actually use versus what we budget, and if there's ways to work that around,
Your next, chairperson will have to deal with that.
but, yep. Love budgets, everybody loves budgets on this board.
But it wasn't, it's not a very expensive element, but it is cheaper if we're members, but
Yeah.
the billing rate that we do have somebody here at, it would've been lower. But we do need that support, that planning support. We don't have a full-time planner, we don't even have a part-time planner. So we do need support level to get some of the work done we need to get work done.
Yeah, I think it's important to note too, when you bring that up, if we even had a part-time planner, it probably costs twice as much by the time you put together an entire compensation package. For really, I think SRPC provides us with everything that we need, that, you know, a part-time planner would be just far more expensive.
You can do that more consistency with SRPC in a way, because the person's getting a full-time salary, whatever else benefits and things like
Yeah.
that. You potentially have that benefit, they're seeing what other towns are doing versus a small town like ours tries to gain somebody with the needed skills.
And we've seen the benefits too, where they're able to look faster at what's been done in the other towns in the region than if a employee of the town, then they have to call and reach out and use their connections, so. Yeah, I think there's some benefits there, I think SRPC's worked really well.
And before we really got them engaged on things, I mean, we did try and hire somebody. And there just isn't, the part-time planner, there's just not a person that's out there that does that.
And a lot of the full-time planners have been doing it for so long around here, and it's
Yep.
hard to find replacements for those people as well.
Yep. So, anyway, that is disappointing. Kevin, do you have any updates?
No, but, my short time here, it's quite a, impressive, way that you come in the, room and build things, and only have a few, meetings that, I have that experience in, but I mean, it's a well-run, the whole group is a really well-run group, excellent, clearly that's started from the top. If you need anything, you know how to get a hold of me.
Yep.
And, good luck on your future endeavors, and it sounds like you'll be back at some point.
We're just gonna get that going in everybody's ear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, I appreciate everybody's words, it does mean a lot to me. It's been a cohesive board for, a number of years, a number of members here have been with me for a long time, or we've been together for a long time, so there's certainly some bittersweetness to it, because I do enjoy it, I really do enjoy giving back to the community. If I have a skill set that's can help, I really would like to, always do that. So if there's any special projects that, I'm not offering anything. Taking a year off.
We can ask the question, and then you can, yeah.
Exactly, ask a question. I'm open for discussion,
Okay.
so. With that, if there's no other business, just a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
And
I'll second.
motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, we're adjourned.